Hey guys, Plant-Based Ninja here. Just gonna stick with the water. Gonna do the water mukbang. What? That's right. Water mukbang. Streamlining the body, guys. Streamlining the body. Getting the inflammation out. Want to get it out so we can get out all pains. So if we have arthritis, we can hopefully flush that through. It will happen. We're gonna flush the body, not at this moment, but we're gonna flush the body with nutrients that we can get through juicing. If you're not familiar with juicing at all, I do have some very fun videos you can check out from about 2 months ago. This channel's 2 months old. I thank you so much for being here. If you're thinking about improving, if you want to follow Upright Rabbit, what I'm talking about is follow some knowledge, follow some tips, follow just what I'm talking about here. Love for you to like the video, love for you to subscribe. There you go. And remember, when you go to healing, food is our best medicine. How can you get the best medicine? It's all about your vitamins, your nutrients. There you go. Everything else is included, guys. Do your research though, okay? None of this is medical advice, obviously. But smoothies, 100% support those. You gotta do your smoothies. You gotta do them healthy. We're gonna be making a cherry smoothie here in a little bit. Looking so forward to that. You gotta do your juicing. If you look back at my videos, you're already gonna know my cantaloupe, when I juice the cantaloupe, one of my very favorites, and also I love the carrots with the celery with the green apples. So there you go. Anyway, we're on to the water. Got to do the water flushing, guys. Why am I here? Why am I doing this over and over again? Because of consistency. Because so many people of you nobody knows about this. You have got to flush the body out so you can think clearly, so you can take the pressure off your head, behind your eyes, so you can feel just vibrant. And not just one water flushing. The other day, I did a second one where I drank it very, within like 15, 20 minutes. Absolutely felt phenomenal. My first day that I drank 3. Yeah, that third one wasn't so great, guys. But I felt as good as I did on the second one. And it's kind of where I maxed out at. So here's the first one. Let's go. And do I sound different than most people you've listened to? You never heard somebody talk like this. You never heard somebody talk about water. By the way, distilled, guys. Distilled. Do your distilled. Distilled only. No minerals you can't digest. And that's just junk anyway. And the fluoride. If you can get your well water or your spring water from a natural spring yourself, or the well water, go for it if it's been well tested. All right. So many thoughts flooding in my mind, guys. Here's the thing. Unless a person's ready to make a change in their life, unless they're wondering, what's up with this guy? Or it has nothing to do with me. Until really, basically, it's going to be where you're going to be like, you know what, I'm tired of this lifestyle. I'm sick and tired of this. Or I'm ready to make a change. Or most people are on their deathbed when they make a change. Actually, I mean, they just are. They're really sick. Who am I? I'm just a guy that was, overweight and inspired by my grandpa. Yep. So what's going to inspire you? I'm not sure. Well, what's going to make you stop wanting to be just one of the many people in the world who just be like, blah, or, well, I don't have the time, or, well, I'm stressed out about this, or, well, I'm old, and I'm older, and well, I'm no young buck anymore, or, oh my gosh, or, well, we're so busy with, It takes just as long to make a smoothie. Well, I've got 3 kids. I've got 55. No, nobody has 55 usually. I got 3 kids, and hey, I'm just so busy. Well, I've got working 2 jobs, or it's gonna be something. Well, we're on separate schedules. Or, well, what I make for the family has to eat. I can't have time to make a different meal, blah, 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 blah. I hear all that crap. Or how about this one? And it is crap, and I'm calling you out on it. You know what? Here's the thing. Well, the kids can't carry water that is distilled because it's in a gallon. Well, then, have your kids drink the water you want them to drink. Or how about this? I don't have time. Look at my previous videos. Please share this video with anybody you think it will bless. Because, somebody needs to hear something, some truth, to have them let them think on it. Okay, so it takes how long? It takes how long to be able to make a smoothie? 10 minutes? 10 minutes to make a smoothie, not 1, but 3. If you want to add about 3 minutes to that, you can make 6. What can you do with those? So the smoothies stay good 1 to 3 days. Here you go. You put it in a mason jar. Here's a meal, folks. Right here. 15 minutes to make a full day of smoothies, and that's all you drink. If you have self-control, don't eat what you make for whoever. If they refuse to eat something, as a parent, you need to let them eat what you want them to eat, whatever kind of food it is. But they'll get inspired by you. They'll look at it and they'll see you improving your health-wise and be like, I want to be like mommy. I want to be like daddy. I want to be like boo-boo, whoever that is. All right, here we go. You know what? There's an attitude. I want to throw this at you. People that are in good shape just aren't 18. And they just wasn't easy for them. Not necessarily. And you see some 18-year-old people, 20-year-old people, good shape. No, they're not. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them are. But a lot of them aren't. Their metabolism hasn't slowed down yet. You've seen a lot of people start to, because of the processed food that they're eating, they've started to, not stay in shape as long. Or what should I say? Their figures just start, whatever the case is, they're not at their BMI, let's just say. The person you respect is a person that you can tell is over 30 years old. They're over 40 years old, 50, 60, 70, 80. And they're in shape. And then at that point, I want to know what kind of diet are they on. Because I want to know what the rationale is. Get into a mind's mind. Always be willing to unlearn and relearn. There's so much information out there. It's crazy. Mind you, you can learn from them. And you can also agree to disagree. I agree to disagree with so many people. And I don't care what their opinion is. I mean, I do. I want to learn. I want to research it. So much of their information is wrong. And some of it, obviously, I've learned myself. And a lot of it, I've actually applied to my life. And then I found the truth. So, the truth is how it affected me. And the rationale behind it. If you're still watching this water mukbang, I'm 9 minutes in. I think we're gonna go for the 15 mark. But it wasn't that long ago, 10 years ago, before I went plant-based. I had horrible allergies, I had horrible sinus problems, I couldn't even go outside. I'd lose my voice 3 times a year, I'd get sick at least 3 times a year. And I thought that was the norm. I thought everybody gets sick, everybody has a horrible immune system. I mean, I was a strong guy, but I was just like everybody else. Oh, I feel sick. I went out to eat and I'm just sick. And work was like, okay, well, it's amazing to me. People actually accept that. They don't say something like, and mind you, my thoughts are a little different than everybody else's most of the time. But my thoughts are, you're not responsible enough to make sure that you ate something that was healthy so you wouldn't get sick, so you'd miss work, because we rely on you here. We need you here every day because that's why we hired you, 5 days a week, not missing 1 day every 2 weeks. What's going on? Why are you in the ER? You know what I mean? What's happening? And whoo, people just don't realize how serious it is, and they don't realize how this norm that's been forced upon them is just the reality that has been forced. Yeah. And this reality that everybody else lives in, you don't have to live in that reality. You can live in the reality of, I feel great, I don't have pain, I feel awesome, my memory's greatly increased, I feel great, those aches and pains have gone away, I'm not on high blood pressure like so many people are, and it's a choice because it can be reversed about 90% of the time. I'm saying 90% of the time just to be nice, guys. Okay, type 2 diabetes can be reversed about 99% of the time. Okay, just change it onto a healthy diet. People don't want to, so it is what it is. But our mainstream society is like, oh, I see you have type 2 diabetes. Oh, well, I get it, man. Yeah, man, that must be rough, man. See what I mean? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. See, when I hear somebody has type 2 diabetes, type 2, I'm like, oh, wow. And I say this to people. I saw a woman the other day. You can tell I'm unscripted, right? So she and I were having a great dialogue. I was like, hey, what's going on? We started talking about something, and then she said something about she was picking up her whatever, type 2, whatever, because she has type 2 diabetes. And I was like, well, I said, you probably also have high blood pressure. She was like, yeah. And I said, let me ask you, do you know that type 2 diabetes, have you ever heard about plant-based? She was like, what's that? Right there. Oh my gosh. So much knowledge out there, but she didn't have that knowledge. So I said, I just thought, plant the seed, Obviously, I gotta tell you, I already know what's up. I already know 99.9% of the time, people are gonna reject knowledge. They're gonna reject it, and she did. Let me tell you what I mean. And I wasn't upset about it. I was just like, sometimes, most people are not ready to make the change. Most people will never make the change. That doesn't mean you stop giving the knowledge, because somebody out there is going to want to hear it. Somebody doesn't want to have the pain. Somebody doesn't want to have the arthritis. Somebody doesn't want to be overweight. Somebody, for whatever your reason is, you're going to change up your diet if you ever change up your diet. Okay? For mine, one of my biggest ones is I was hiking up a hill and I was exhausted and I was leaning on a tree and I felt like an idiot, and I was with 3 other people, and I thought, what's wrong with me? I got a stick, I'm hiking up a hill, I feel like just total crap. And I was like, I deserve better than this. I deserve better than this. And at that point, that's when I made the change. Again, with the knowledge that I had from my grandfather. That both inspired me to make changes in my life. So, it's been a journey. Whew. Man. These trap beats are really nice. I'm enjoying listening to those. We did go on a walk this morning, and it was fun. It was shorter than usual. Darlene's going to church this morning. I got to work at 12:30. Man, I'm starting to feel that water boy. Sure am. Oh, when it came to the Matrix, I bought the whole set of them yesterday. The movie The Matrix, I think there's 4 of them in that package. It was like $17. Picked it up at Walmart. Actually, Darlene bought it. And we did watch the first one last night. I want to watch it again. But, you know, I think it was produced in like 1999. And of course, a lot of people are going to think, well, you really can't apply anything that long ago. Okay, but if you haven't seen it, check it out. Basically what it is it's... Oh, man. See, when you look at commercials are like brainwashing tools. We think of them as advertising. But in the United States, there's more commercials than anywhere else. Sorry. Okay, so when you if you watch a TV, wherever you watch whatever you watch, there's going to be commercials involved, usually, unless you pay a premium charge. So those commercials have messages, but those messages have inside of those messages, and those messages are very questionable. Like, they tell you one thing, like they'll say, hey, there'll be some vibrant looking woman telling you to take some pill, and they don't even say what the pill is for. What's that message say? It says, if you want to be really attractive like me, and, take this pill that you don't even know what it's for, but take it. Now, they don't mention the fact she works out 3 times a day. They don't mention the fact that she's on a very strict diet. And they don't mention the fact that she doesn't take the pill because she's a paid actress. Ugh. Yeah. Boy, I tell you. Check this out. They don't say your manhood's not working because you're eating a processed diet and you're not eating the most vibrant diet, which is a plant-based diet. I want you to think about a rabbit. What does a rabbit eat? Rabbit eats lettuce. Rabbit eats vegetables. Now, it does eat hay and it does eat a lot of stuff too, but it's from nature. Hopefully it's eaten organically. Rabbit wouldn't know if it's organic or not, or would it? It might. So if it's eating what it's designed to eat in nature, then what should we be eating? Something cooked up from a laboratory that's processed, or should we be eating what nature intended us to eat? Where the actual vitamins and minerals and everything that we need is. That's what I'm talking about. We should be eating the ideal diet. And everybody's going to make up a reason why they can't do it. Well, I need to eat this messed up, chemically made meal because I don't have the time. My kids won't eat it. My husband won't do it. My spouse, I should have said, won't do it. They're a meat eater. They like eating meat. Mind you, organic meat, totally different, okay? But not organically bought, organically like you shoot a deer or something like that, totally different. You get it from a pond, but they're not. Totally different. And remember, guys, this is only about health. So, anyway, I'm off on a tangent. How about this one? And I've been told this many times. You're extreme. You're extreme. No, I'm not extreme. I just see the truth. And you know what? We all deserve the truth. We all deserve to know that what we're eating is, most of the time, what we're eating, it's either healing us or killing us. Okay? These heal, folks. Real food. We don't even know what real food is anymore. Most of you don't. There you go. This is the dogs, okay? Dogs have totally different, they have shorter intestines, they're carnivores. They can handle this oil a little bit better, but they love this stuff. Alright, this is not real food, guys. What I'm talking about, this is not nature's food. This is nature's food. This is some the processed crap made in the lab. Alright? So, why is that, Matthew? Why? Isn't that plant-based? Isn't it plant-based? Yes, it is. But I want you to think about something. You can make your own peanut butter. I did it on one of the videos back in the day. Like, back in the day, these last 2 months. Good golly. Okay. I need to do that again. Plant-based meaning, this isn't ideal, guys. This is processed. What I consider this is food. But this is chemically made food. This is not ideal. Far from ideal. If you want peanuts, if you want peanut oil, you get plain peanuts and make peanut butter. But this one right here, you're looking at tons of sodium being added, but you're looking at palm oil, guys. And sugar. Palm oil, what's that gonna do? That is pure fat that's gonna build up in your arteries and give you heart disease. If you want peanuts, peanuts have peanut oil the way nature intended. And eat peanuts. Some of this knowledge is so simple we don't see it. You're either gonna swallow the red pill or you're gonna swallow the blue pill. The red pill is gonna tell you the truth, and once you see the truth, either you're gonna feel more comfortable hunkering back, climbing in your chair, and just cuddling the lies you've been told and going, you know what, it doesn't matter. Because everybody else lives this way, so it's totally cool. You're going to be like, you know what, I can really do something about this. You know, I want to change in my life. I don't want this pain in here anymore. Or you're going to run back to the doctor and say, hey, doctor, what pill can you give me because I'm feeling depressed? What pill, man, I was there. You got to get out of that. You got to fight that. Your depression is being caused a lot of times by the food you're eating, almost, oh man, in the lack of water you're drinking and the lack of exercise. You got to get these. When you're depressed right now, if you are depressed, you know, you're not going to feel like working out and all that other stuff. Even as much as you try to fight it, the only thing that you really can do at this point is deal with the 90% of the change and eat pure. Eat pure. You know, do your juicing, do your smoothies, drink tons of water, break out of it, and you're going to start feeling physically better, and then you're going to start doing stuff. You're going to start feeling like it. You know, yeah, I mean, it's just, don't think that you're genetically dispositioned to something. You know, a lot of people will say, well, you know, I'm genetically dispositioned to. Sure, and don't you think what you eat has a lot to do with it? It does. A ton. We're talking, come on guys, I'm genetically dispositioned to type 2 diabetes. Well, then don't eat the food that causes it. You're genetically dispositioned, sure, because your body doesn't keep up with it or whatever the case is, or it's not absorbing the insulin, blah, blah, blah. But did you know you could reverse it? Did you know it's really you? And blessed be that it is, because we have hope. And you have hope and you can change it around. It might take you a long time because it's hard. You have to break through the food addiction and the brainwashing, but you can do it. I want you to think about it. Breaking through. It's not fun. It's not cool for me to throw these truths at you. And I'm throwing this knowledge because 1 out of 1,000 people who really want to make the change will make the change. Those are my own numbers. 1 out of 1,000. But you can be that one. If not today, tomorrow. But don't put it off. Jump. Throw all that crap out of your fridge. That's not healthy for you. Fill it full of fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes. Fill your kitchen so full of it, and then you can find out how bad your addiction is. Because when you can eat all the food you want, as long as it's healthy, so it can heal you, you're going to find out that your addiction wants that pizza, wants that fried chicken. It wants them green beans. It wants, when I say green beans, with that butter, with horrible stuff in it. You know what I'm talking about. The stuff that's designed to dumb you down. The stuff that's designed to give you disease. The stuff that's designed to set your life expectancy at around 70 or something like that. And be in pain and be on pills since you're 40 or less. Come on, guys. Come on. What I'm saying to you is the average doesn't happen unless you let it happen. That's what the Matrix thing. The Matrix thing tells you, well, the average person is on 4 pills at 40. You're okay. You're only on 2. You're beating the system. Well, how about this? Beat the system. Not medical advice. Have your goal be 0. 100% not dependent upon any pills. To feel awesome and to feel much better than a pill can ever make you feel. Anyway. Y'all be good. Take care. I will check back with you. Lots of love, guys. Check out the cherry smoothie we'll be making later. Hope and love is what I'm sending y'all. Hope and love. I want to send you my love. And also, I want to let you know that there is a whole new world. There's a whole new way of thinking. There's a whole new way that your head's going to feel. It's going to release pressure in your brain. You're going to feel it in your head. You're going to feel the pressure released. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to be cleaning out at a cellular level in a way that you never realized that you could. You're going to be feeding parts of your body, it's the brain. That's the part. You know, obviously your body's going to change in the way that it feels and the way that it looks. You're going to be healing from the inside out. But you're really going to notice how your mind feels. You're going to come up with a lot of different, you're going to go through many different phases. You're going to be angry. Why did the world lie to me? Why didn't anybody tell me about this before? But now I look around me, and you know, if you're having difficulties with your memory, if it's gotten worse over time, if you're like, well, I mean, I can get around here, but if I go to another town, I don't really know, you know, because I'm serious, guys. If you look out. If you visualize your town, can you see the names of all the roads? Do you know them? Do you know your neighbors' names? Do you have to think on it? If you see, all I'm saying is that you're going to see your recall increase. Your fears will diminish. And your self-confidence will improve. You might already be very confident. And people usually gauge themselves on one thing in their lives as to why, you know, as far as why they're confident. And then they say some title. I'm just going to give you this, and then I'm going to let it go. Okay, so I talked to a woman. She was a psychiatrist. Not saying anything good about psychiatrists, but she was like, I'm a psychiatrist. I'm Dr. So-and-so. And I'm like, well, that's cool. And after talking to her, the only thing that she had was muscle memory. Like, her critical thinking was like absolutely out the door. And her IQ was like 0. And she'd been, I mean, not really 0, but it was like something in her life, and it's sad, something in her life, probably the food she's eating, you know, made it so that over time, she could still do what she does, but she stopped. It was like, I have the name doctor, but I can't recall what I did yesterday. Can't even recall what I ate yesterday. I can't visualize anything. All I can do is do my one little task that I've been doing for 30 years. And, and that's just sad. What I'm saying is that that's what I'm saying. I'm saying people gauge themselves by one thing. And they put health at a 0. They put not in the top 10. They put it in the very, very bottom. And that's where she gauges her life on. I don't even know why I went off on a tangent like that. But I was kind of surprised. I don't know. She wasn't too nice either. And that's usually when people realize that they're starting to lose their edge. And they become very defensive. So when they become defensive, their niceness kind of goes out the door because they try to be demeaning to you. And that's totally cool. I mean, like, I could care, She's 1 in a trillion people. Who cares? She doesn't matter. She's blah. Now, does she matter? Yeah, of course she does. I mean, she matters. I wish her the best. I'd love to dribble some knowledge onto her. And I'd love knowledge from her. You know what I mean? But nutritional knowledge, I'm not going to get that from her. It's just not going to happen. So the knowledge that she gives me is going to be something different. And of course, later, if she decides to change up, she'll probably have some knowledge that I could get, because there's a lot of knowledge I don't know. Remember, the more you know, the less you know. Always be willing to unlearn and relearn. Love yourself. Love yourself first. Love yourself first, because if you love yourself, you're going to take care of yourself, and that way you'll be healthy to be able to take care of the people and to love them. You want to be there for them, your kids, your grandkids. You want to be able to be here for the people that you love, your great-grandkids. Can you imagine you having great-grandkids and you're out there being able to run? You're being able to run. You're able to run. You can surf with them. I'm not... These are possible. The matrix that we live in that's all around us is saying, no. You're going to be in an old person's home. You're going to be sick. You're going to be hurting. This is normal. This is what's going to happen. You're going to be old and sitting in a chair and you can't get up. You're going to have one of these horrible diseases. And one of them, some thoughts I'm not going to share. But the point is, though, why not? There are areas, there are 3 areas, well, there's many areas that the centurions live in that are where they're, you're talking about people over 100 walking around doing cool stuff, all right? They weren't hurting in some old person's home. You got to change the direction that your life is heading. It is not by happenstance. It's because you are plugged into a system that has you brainwashed on the norms. Your norm right now shouldn't be, what do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Are you going to give me a pill? Your norm should be, have I eaten healthy today? What am I going to eat? Okay, I need to get in my exercise. Get a Fitbit. Get personal responsibility is the big thing, guys. Personal responsibility, making health one of your number one priorities. I believe in you. The only thing that you have to do is you believe in you. I know everybody can make a change. And everybody can be that one person in 1,000 people. If you want to make the change, you can make it. And you just have to get plugged in. You got to get serious. And you got to say, I'm doing this until the end of time. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to do it until I heal. And you will. If you're doing, and try, everybody has to... That attitude right there, you're going for a healing, guys. Whew. Y'all be good. Peace out. Remember, none of this is medical advice. This is life advice. This is common sense advice. Y'all be good.